The Aussies have plenty to be penitent about, given the ghastly way they treated the indigenous Aboriginal population. Just the Aussies, was it? It was just the Australians, wasn't it? You don't have any fucking skin in this game, do you?
Yeah.
You didn't have anything to do about this? Where the fuck did the Aussies come from? Huh?
But also, they were. If we still have the monarchy, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Those governors who are representatives of the monarchs who are still there, and it was them on their own.
The royal family does so very, very much care for the Aborigines.
Those Aborigines.
Oh, I hate saying that. I need some port. Oh, I want to read this funny thing. The next one's funny.
You do the funny one.
The next one's funny. There's an opinion column from I think an English person. Why? So this is why Charles should call the bluff of these drongo and ungracious Aussies.
Oi!
Drongo is not a noun. Not an adjective. It's a noun. You don't say you're behaving very drongo. This is the least Australian thing I've ever seen. And announce he'll quit as their head of state by late Queen's biographer. So they're calling our bluff, whatever we've done to offend
bluff?
them.
What game of chicken are we in?
All we're doing is sucking fucking monarch penis over here. I don't understand, but it's also just
Drongo
like, how would you like it if I quit my job of king of your country?
No one knows what a drongo is.
Oh, drongo is like a fucking larrikin.
No, it's like an idiot.
Yeah,
this bloody drongo. He doesn't even know how to drive or whatever. You just say if someone is being an idiot, they're being a drongo.
But this is
it's
not
a hopeless cunt.
This is not proper usage, though.
Can you say? I just said the C word.
No, it's okay. We're Australian.
Have they heard us say the C word before?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but drongo and ungracious. Drongo is not an adjective.
No, it's not an adjective. It's a noun.
Yeah. This guy's acting very idiot, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
This guy's acting very idiot and selfish. On Monday afternoon, amid the hubbub of dignitaries. Oh my God, sorry. I read that. That freaked me out. And I was just like, who the fuck is writing this? What is happening? Oh, shit. I'm like, I knew the English were fucking racist, but what the fuck? And the clanks of wine glasses in Australia's modernist boomerang-shaped parliament building. King Charles will be the gravitational center of that country's political power. How can you care about a king? I'm so confused. But at a reception to honour his arrival as their head of state, 6 regional leaders will be conspicuous by their absence. For Australia's state governors have all declined their invitations, citing other commitments ranging from election campaigns to cabinet meetings. No doubt they have greater priorities. Chief among them is not appearing to be royalist toadies.
Hang on. First of all, we don't have governors, dickheads. There are governor generals, and there are state governors, but those state governors are definitely not in election campaigns because they're not elected. What they probably mean is fucking premiers. So you're lecturing us, and you don't even know anything about how our fucking shit works.
I don't know. You're being a bit annoying. It's very drongo of you.
Okay.
Invoking his country's renowned coarse wit.
And the king did meet the New South Wales governor, Margaret Beasley.
It's not enough.
No, what you want?
No one is allowed to refuse an audience with the king.
With the king. Bring out your governors.
It's fucking so good. Australia, why are we getting cucked from every side? Why can't we do one normal thing?
God, he's an unpleasant man to look
God,
at.
he's so freaky. Imagine how he talks.
Oh, yes, he speaks like this.
Okay. Not only is this Charles's first visit to Australia since taking the throne, but the first by a British monarch since 2011. But
Have you seen the clip of him getting shot the last time he was in Australia?
Oh, that was awesome.
He didn't get shot.
He was very good.
Yeah.
That made him look
He
very
looked
cool.
like fucking James Bond. He just adjusts his suit. He looks so fucking suave.
Some guy in the audience runs up and starts shooting at him with a pistol. All the people like jumping on him and trying to charge him, and he's just standing up there like, oh, dearie me. Oh,
yeah.
how awkward.
What he's thinking here is, Hey, you've got olive oil on my hand.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not serving more spaghetti and meatballs, I hope.
We used to call you guys. Oh, forget that.
Oh, yes, don't remember. I remember when we gave you an ass whooping in 1940s. Oh, yes.
I remember when our good old chap, a friend of mine actually, Hannibal, came over the mountains and really gave it to you.
Guys a spanking, yes.
Anyway, not only is this Charles' first visit, okay, that he made at considerable risk to his health. Oh my god, because he's so old.
Yeah.
Do you know how big of a deal it is for this man to sit on a private jet to come to Australia? That's quite painful. I hope everyone in the country is bowing when he arrives. We do not know the advice of his physician. Also, he doesn't trust his physician. He drinks potions. He's going to cure his fucking diseases with tinctures.
He's got cancer.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Cancer. I didn't want to be wrong.
Yeah, no.
He's got cancer and he's going to use tinctures.
Prostate or something like that.
One cannot imagine he or she is best pleased their patient has paused his cancer treatment to fly almost... His cancer treatment is fucking leeches. Treatment to fly almost 24 hours around the globe, albeit with not one but two doctors in tow and armed with supply of the monarch's blood where a transfusion needed. I don't envy Charles. It's hard work
The
being
British
king.
royal watchers say the funniest shit.
They're the best. They're so much more insane than anyone. From the first engagement to the last, he and Camilla will be met with demands for the country to become a republic. Giving the Britain's very own anti-monarchist Graham Smith, I'm like, no one knows who the fuck this is. Everybody's like, oh, our public enemy number one. It's like, you guys are so...
Graham Smith, lynch him, rip him down, hang him from the rafters. How dare he spit on the king? Shame on Graham Smith. Curses upon his family.
A pox on his house.
A pox on his house.
Head of the campaign group, Republic. And he of the Not My King fame, who staged a miserable demonstration of yellow placards on the procession route at Charles's coronation. This is so petty. Can you believe the insolence of his placards? Has flown to Australia too. It's feared that 6 governors bunking a state reception will be the least of the king's worries.
What are you talking about?
It was in 1999 that Australia last held a referendum on becoming a republic. Then, its good people voted to keep Queen Elizabeth as head of state, but the near 40% who voted against has grown.
Deport them. Get them fucking out of here, this country.
They
call Australia
the gallows.
Home. They gallows with them.
Charles ultimately will never reach the same heights of popularity as his mother. That's lame. What a loser. Polls are generally split down the middle between people who want to see the monarch as head of state or an elected Australian, despite the best efforts of a Rupert Murdoch-owned newspaper recently, which surveyed 1,000 people, showing only 33% supporting republicanism. So Murdoch likes the king.
It's just culture war shit.
A royal reckoning is inevitable, not least because Australia, not because the Australia of 25 years ago has changed irrevocably. It's lots of brown people. Then the country had more in common with the Australia of 1966, which was under the White Australia policy.
Yep.
So fondly remembered by the king from his time as a student in Victoria than today. Literally White Australia policy. That's awesome. I so fondly remember the shining, translucent faces of the Australians.
They loved us, they did, yes.
Oh. Yeah. And now they have me shaking hands with an Italian.
You're not an Aussie, are you?
That's very
chef. You're Prime Minister's chef, aren't you?
What are you cooking us up? Some oh, I don't even want Italian dishes anymore.
Oh no.
Over the coming days, Charles. I mean, I wish our relationship with Australia was like our relationship. Our relationship with America was like our relationship with England. Because the American one is so painful because they're still in power. The English one is just hilarious because we're cucked to like the most irrelevant relic of a superpower. It's so funny.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
The Aussies have plenty to be penitent about, given the ghastly way they treated the indigenous Aboriginal population. Just the Aussies, was it? It was just the Australians, wasn't it? You don't have any fucking a skin in this game, do you?
Yeah.
You didn't have anything to do about this? Where the fuck did the Aussies come from? Huh?
But also, if we still have the monarchy, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Those governors who are representatives of the monarchs who are still there, and it was them on their own.
The royal family does so very, very much care for the Aborigines.
Those Aborigines.
Oh, I hate saying that. I need some port. Wash that vile word out of my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
This is the craziest thing I've ever read. I love it. Australia's become a woke utopia. Of course, getting rid of a monarchy is a very woke. It's this new thing. I think the hippies came up with it during their free sex era. It's very new. It's very against traditional values because, as we know, conservatives love a monarchy.
Sorry, I'm just looking for more doozies.
60% of Aussies said no.
This is about the referendum.
For what?
The voice
voice.
referendum.
Oh, so she's judging us.
She's saying that Albo was a big fucking lefty who wanted to do the yes voice. And then when 60% of Aussies very rightfully said no to granting one specific group of people more rights, now his fingers burns, whatever.
Charles had a very fond of his memories of Australia back when Aboriginal people were flora and fauna. When they were classified as plants, then it was a beautiful country. They're great. They're like a beautiful gardenia, like a blossom. They're just such psychopaths, such absolute psychos. And who are these people? Who is Anne Wilson? Who is this? She's the biographer of the king?
I've got no idea who this drongo is.
Hydrate.
Stop saying governors, you idiot. Yes, the behavior of the governors and politicians already looks like ingratitude and bad manners. The behavior of this crowd looks in danger of being worse than ill-mannered. And we can only feel most anxious on the royal couple's behalf.
I can't come into work. I can't come into work today. I feel anxious about how the king feels right now. It's really tearing me apart. Oh shit. America is a million years ahead of us. This is so amazing that they had their revolution against the king, whatever the fuck that was, King George, King whatever. They had their revolution against the king, and now we not only haven't done that, but we're cucked by the guys who did at the same time. It's so crazy.
With a typical sense of duty and loyalty to the Australia he knew in his youth, Charles is undertaking a grueling round of engagements, which is surely unwise given his health problems.
It's grueling to shake hands with an Italian man.
Grueling to put his sausage fingers upon that marinara-soaked man. He would no longer have to go through the humiliation of ruling Oz on sufferance. And he could return to the home country, which loves and cherishes his lordship, and seize the point of it, which the Aussies no longer do.
It's so funny. He's like, "Oh, you hate the monarchy? How would you like it if he didn't catch it? He stopped coming here." What is the bluff? No, come back!
Oh, you say you hate us? Well, what if we left? You want us to go? We'll just see that we might. Oh, if you don't behave, we might just do what you say.
If we become a republic, I'm going to want them back. This is amazing. If we lose stuff like this, if we lose this kind of media, it's a loss to humanity. Oh
my God, that voice hurts my voice.
Too much news.